Hello. So a good afternoon to you out there. It's an amazing day to be alive. I don't know about you, but I'm excited to be alive. I know that it's a big privilege to be able to see a brand new day. I'm not taking anything for granted. I know some people slept yesterday and didn't wake up this morning. We're alive, we're well, we're in good health, we're in top shape, we're able to log into a Zoom meeting. We have everything to be grateful for. If you are here today and you are grateful, I like to just type in that chat box there, I am grateful. Let's just express our gratitude this morning and just say we are grateful. Just say praise God. If you want to praise God, just say I'm happy to be well and alive. Just put something there to just show your gratitude this morning, because the best frame of mind to start anything from is a frame of mind of gratitude. That's why we sing, that's why we dance, that's why we put all the music there, so that we can just show our gratitude. I tell people that if you are thankful for the little things you have, you are qualified for more. You and I, as mere humans, we treat people better because they are grateful, because they show gratitude for the little things that we do for them. We are more inclined to do more for them. The same way when we show gratitude to God, we basically incline the hands of God in our direction. Okay, that we all play favorites. And our favorite is not because somebody is favorite, it's because somebody is showing more appreciation. So this morning, I like us to just, someone says grazie you, okay? That's thank God. Let's just be grateful. And I'm grateful this morning. I'm grateful that I have a business to do. I'm grateful that during the pandemic, my lifestyle was not affected. I'm grateful, that I'm well. Some people can't even pray because they are so down they can't pray. Some people can't even eat. They see the food and they are blinking at it. Some people are locked in the toilet because they're just passing stool. They can't even control their bowels. People have different challenges. But you and I are here today and are happy and excited and full of life and able to get 1,000 naira data to be able to connect anytime you want to connect. That's amazing. And we have plenty of things to be grateful for. So this morning, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. And everything extra that we get today is a blessing. It's an extra and a blessing. We're just grateful. So thank God this morning. I'd like us to start on that note of gratitude. And then I'm going to share my screen and we're going to be talking about something very amazing and exciting today. I hope you are ready for it. I hope you're ready for it this morning. It's a short conversation this morning, but it's a beautiful conversation. It's a beautiful day, ladies and gentlemen. It's a good time to be alive, and I hope that you have goals, because you know what, the winds don't blow in favor of every ship. They blow in favor of a ship that has direction. Your direction allows every wind that blows to blow in your favor. And I don't know, maybe this is like a detour, but it's a very important detour. And I'd like you to learn this. What happens to you is not what matters. What happens in you is what dictates the tune or dictates the direction of what happens to you. Different things can happen to you. Okay, it doesn't matter what's happening to you right now. It matters what is happening inside you right now. That if you and I can ensure we maintain a core that is focused, we can maintain a core that is joyous, we can maintain a core that is visionary, we can maintain a core that sees the things we want in our future, and we rejoice ahead of those realities, and we are calm and confident within. Ladies and gentlemen, everything you desire to happen to you will happen to you. Don't let what is happening around you take you off course. Don't let what's happening around you make you lose focus. Don't be carried away by the winds. Don't be carried away by the storms. Let your inner compass choose your desired future and stay faithful and loyal to those commitments. Ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing that happens to us that hasn't happened to people before. What determines how high we rise is not what happens to us, it's what happens in us. And I tell people, if they throw you down, then bounce higher. Okay? It is not how low you fall that counts, it's how high you bounce. Not how low you fall, how high you bounce. So let's leverage on everything that happens around us, and let's keep this inner core, beaming and looking forward to exciting things and exciting times. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're here today, your inner game is important. Okay? Someday you talk to somebody and the person says yes. Someday you talk to somebody and the person says no. Okay? Your inner game is what makes you feel confident whatever happens. And it's what ushers you on and moves you on and keeps you as a force that can be followed by being consistent, by your being consistent. So work on this your inner game, have this inner peace, have this inner joy. Don't let what's happening around you affect what's happening inside you. Because what's inside you is what determines your ultimate position in life. Okay? So today we're going to have an exciting conversation on how do I increase my alerts? If you are here today and you would like to increase your alerts, it is important to you to increase your alerts. This morning, I'd like you to type in that chat box, yes. If you would like to increase your alerts, you would like to earn more, you would like your weekly checks, your monthly alerts to increase. And I said alert, not checks, because in our business, it's alerts. Can I have your yes? Okay, good. I can see a few names saying yes. I can see Dr. Fumi, I know with yes with the exclamation mark. I can see Fumi Ashaulu with a yes. I can see David Elijah with a yes. Okay, good. So yes, we want more alerts. Credit alerts. So yes, not debit alerts. Thank you very much. More credit alerts. Okay, so how do you grow your team and increase your checks? Now, this is a very simple, straightforward training, ladies and gentlemen, and I would like you to pay attention. Now, if you listen to what I'm about to tell you and you do what I'm about to share with you, your business will grow. Your business will explode. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a difference between painting and building. Painting shows quickly. Building takes time. You first of all need to dig the foundations. You need to set the sequence in place. And once you do it consistently and focus on it, don't focus on the results, focus on the process. Don't be looking at the results. Look at your process. And if you can keep the process that I want to share with you today, hold it in your left hand so that you don't use it to consume amala or pounded yam. Hold it in your left hand and drive consistently with this. Boom, your business will literally explode. So what we want to share today, very sweet, very succinct, in the next few minutes, is how to increase your alerts by growing your team and increasing your checks. And I'm the one who will be sharing this with us today. Okay, are you with me? Now, so very quickly, the first thing I'd like to share is you can afford to be confident and be bold. Okay, so the first thing that will help you increase your checks is your level of boldness and confidence. And this is not a function of what happens around you. It's a function of the perspective that you have chosen to have. It's a function of the thinking, that is driving you. As a man thinks, so is he. So you want to work on your thinking. You want to work on your belief. Ladies and gentlemen, the people who are selling the most of these products, who are driving the most of these products, who are getting the most people in their teams, are not the shyest people, are not the people who lack confidence about their products, are not the people who get pushed back when they hear a negative comment. I use this product, it didn't work for me, or I use this thing, how does it work? Or I'm having some kind of symptoms that is showing some kind of crisis of healing. It's not the people who are unsure. If you will do well in this business, the first and starting place is your internal game, and that manifests in confidence and in boldness. And what can we be confident about? What can we be bold about? Okay, what is this belief that makes me able to talk to anybody about my products? There are a number of them. I'm sharing a few with you today. One, we have amazing products. Okay, we have amazing products. More products are coming, but the ones we have are amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, I have interacted with many products in my life. This is amazing. The beaters are amazing. The variants are amazing. The body wash is amazing. The body butter is amazing. The hand sanitizers are amazing. The hand wash is amazing. We have amazing products. We have products that do what they say. We have testimonies of babies on restore. We have testimonies of fibroid on restore. We have testimonies of erectile dysfunction restored with fire. We have prostate issues taken care of with fire. We have a plethora of oxidative stress issues, high blood pressure, diabetes, pile, a variety of things being taken care of by the reader beaters category with amazing products. Fat burner, we have testimonies left, right, and center. Cleanser, the testimonies are bound. So we have phenomenal products. The balm, the balm is amazing. It's just purely amazing. And ladies and gentlemen, we have amazing products. You can be confident of those products. We have products that we're producing to global standards. If you understand this, ISO is an international standard. It basically says you need to have a very clear global process to producing your products. It means you need to know the temperature. You need to know the time. You need to have a sequence. There's an emphasis on quality. There must be a quality assurance team. There must be what the quality assurance team is doing. There must be a record of every meeting. There must be a record of every addition. Everything that is being done is being documented and kept to international standards. The purpose of this is to ensure that when you are doing anything, the each product system. Even though you're making products in different batches, each batch is the same. The same process is going on. How do we clean our raw materials? How do we heat up the raw materials? How do we cook the things that need to be cooked? How do we boil the things that need to be boiled? How do we mix when we mix? How do we bottle? How do we cap? All of these things follow standard processes, and we have been certified that we are doing it according to ISO standard, and we are following that process. So the products are being produced to global standards. The testimonies are not solicited, and they are amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what you have sold that has testimonies like Reader range of products have testimonies, but the testimonies are coming in, and they are, they are unsolicited. They are happening. If we solicit, we'll get more. Testimonies have become so normal that we may forget that this is amazing. Testimonies are amazing. And then, of course, we are from Nigeria to the world. So we're doing something that makes something good come from our country. Now, of course, good things come from Nigeria. I am a living proof. You are a living proof. The fact that we are all in this country means that good things indeed come from our country as well. So if you're here, good things come from Nigeria. Good things happen in Nigeria. But guess what? We are going a step further to ensure that we're producing from Africa and selling around the world. Today, about 16 countries are experiencing the power of Radar, and we haven't even started yet. Okay? It's been exported to different countries. Qatar, I can see Fortune is here. I can see Dr. Fumi, I know is here. UK, I can see Peace is here. Canada, I can see Mrs. Grace Elisha here from the US. I can see, Dubai. All over the world, it's global. People can feel the product. People are getting the products from around the world. Products were sent to Australia yesterday. So Australia is opened up as well. There's Uganda, there's Kenya, there's Equatorial Guinea, there's Cameroon. Somebody signed up from Cameroon last week. There's Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, the products are from Nigeria to the world, and we are a source of foreign exchange. I was listening to Robert Kiyosaki yesterday, and he was saying that every time they buy from China, they are basically destroying America's economy. He was saying every time they buy from China, they are basically transporting jobs to China, and basically messing up with their own economy to empower another country against America. Ladies and gentlemen, Nigerians are not thinking like this. But every time we produce value here, we're creating jobs here. Every time we create value here, we're creating opportunities here. Every time we create value here, we're creating opportunity for people to earn value from around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, someone says Freetown in progress. Excellent. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage you, be bold. Okay, be confident. They say in my language that when your medicine is sure, you can use it to knock your head and say, look, this medicine, it works. I'm confident about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, the starting place of this achievement is the belief we have. Okay, somebody says Ghana and Zambia loading. The whole world is loading, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen, we're providing structures in place to ensure we can take them on as well, because it's going to be amazing. But one thing you can afford to be is confident. Are there outliers who will respond to the product differently from the general norm? Yes. Are there people who will say, maybe it's not working for me? Yes. But ladies and gentlemen, for a product that we're getting 90% plus of positive reviews within 24-hour uses, within 1 week uses, within 1 month uses, within less than 90-day uses, ladies and gentlemen, we have something that is amazing and that we can be confident and bold about. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are bold and you are a product of your product, you are using the product and you are confident and proud of your product, can you just type in that window there, I am bold? Just make a bold statement and say, I'm bold, I'm confident about this, I'm driving this with passion, I believe. I can see that I am bold. Good. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to be bold. When we engage people, when we speak to people, when we connect with people, it needs to well from a bold center. It needs to well from confidence, knowing that we have something amazing that is from Nigeria. And just like we are quality people from Nigeria, we have quality products from Nigeria that are going around the world and are adding value. Ladies and gentlemen, this is something we're doing in our own little space to make our country better. It's something we're doing in our own little space to give our country something to stand out with in the community of nations. We probably can't make cars like Japan, probably can't compete electronics like South Korea, probably can't compete in many other spaces, but in this herbal natural product space, it's a God-given natural space for us where we can trump anywhere else in the world, because our plants are still in their very natural states. Okay, our plants are not fertilized. Our plants are not. It's not genetically modified. It's the raw roots as it was from the beginning. It's how it's growing from our soil and it's adding tremendous value, because that was what they were made for. The leaves are for the healing of the nations. It's amazing what we can do and what's happening with greater range of products. I can see the confidence. I can see the boldness. Awesome. Now, a step further into this, I'd like you to pay attention to this. How do I increase my alerts? If you're going to increase your alerts, I dare say you need to have this table. You need to have a copy of this table. You need to have a copy of this table and a copy of the GMX table as well. And why do I like the VIP team? I like the VIP team because everybody who joins your business, whatever level they join your business, they will need to upgrade to VIP. VIP is the destination of every, it's really the starting point ahead of GMX. The goal for everybody in this business is to arrive at VIP one day because you're special. And you may think, if all become VIP, then how do we share profit? The profit will be good as well, because if we're all VIP and we're driving our GMX sales, phenomenal things will happen in the returns that we're earning as VIP. The pool will be bigger and then there'll be more people sharing it. Now, if everybody in your team will become VIP, this gives you a snapshot of what the income potentials can be if all you have is 4 downlines. Now, I'd like you to pay attention to this. There are 2 categories of people driving this business, and we love you both. Okay, both categories are important and they are good. There's a category of people driving this business who this is the only thing they are driving. Okay, because it's the only thing you're driving, you may have pressure because building is hardly something that you can do to take care of yourself on the short term. So I tell people, if this is all you are doing, is the reason why you probably also need to sell. Otherwise, you don't need to sell, if it is not all you're doing. If this is all you're doing, you need extra income. You need something to sustain you in the short term, because building takes time to show. Painting shows quickly, building takes time to show. I tell people, and this is something I like to leave you with as well. It's like the story of the pipeline. The guy who was fetching water and his friend decided, let us run a pipeline. The truth is, while you are setting the pipelines, if you are not carrying any buckets, you may not be sustained through the pipe laying phase. The pipe that you're laying will eventually deliver thousands of buckets to the village. But while you are building those pipes, you need sustenance. In my language, they say roasted meat tastes sweet. But before the meat will get roasted, it will take time. You need something to be able to munch upon before the food gets finally roasted. So if it's all you're doing, you probably need something to be creating extra income from, and selling can provide that opportunity. If you have a job or you have other work you're doing, and this is something you are doing part-time, then that's your job or your other stream of income can be what sustains you while you are building this. Does it mean you should build less? No, you should build more, and you should build with vengeance and with passion, because you know that you want to make sure that when you have built this to a point where you can take your leg off this, because it's generating enough income to take care of your family and yourself, that's a good place to be. So if you are building this way, if you look at the VIP table, it means your members are coming in, they're upgrading. In time, the income you can be generating on this can be in billions. And this is a tracker. It shows you what is possible. It shows you what's possible with your PV ranks. And each star level has, star 1, star 2, every gift. There's a gift for every level. Star 5 is where you get the gift of travel for 2. Star Ruby Director is where you get the gift of a car. Emerald is where you begin to get a house. Diamond Director is bloody, really. It's bloody exciting. And of course, Black Diamond is out of this world. But guess what? By the time that is happening as well, you are earning phenomenal income from building your team, from your people upgrading. There's income coming in that makes a lot of sense. And what you're seeing in this screen is not even all the income. Okay, but there's income that comes in from a variety of things. It's amazing. Now, if you're going to build and increase your alerts, you need to have this tracker. You need to have these 2 documents that you have with you. They need to be key features in your vision board, where you circle where you are and you point an arrow to where you want to be in the next 5 years, 10 years. Ladies and gentlemen, if it takes me 10 years to build to level 12, let me explain what level 12 means. Level 12 here on this board means that in that season 12, let's say that season 12 is a year. That means in that year, so if it's a yearly plan, in that year called my 12th level, I will earn 66 billion naira. If I divide that by 12, it means I will earn 5 billion naira per month in that 12th season. That's 5 billion. Forgive me. It's bold, it's daring, and this income does not put into consideration monthly GMX. And that's why I have a table here for monthly GMX as well, to show you that if I build my team and I've built my team to the 12th level, my monthly GMX month on month going forward can be as exciting as 8 billion naira or 9 billion on a monthly basis. Ladies and gentlemen, if those numbers are scary for you, that's fine. What these numbers are basically is saying there is no limit to your dreams. These numbers is like what God told Abraham when he said, count the stars. That's how your children will be. Knowing that it won't count the stars. It can't count all the stars. The stars are more than you can count. And that's how he says your children will grow as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what made you dream less or what made you stop dreaming, but this table are dream tables. These are tables that you need to print out, put on your vision board, circle where you want to be, and then walk towards it. So I say the starting point of all achievement is desire. Okay, the starting point of all achievement is desire. And our desire is fanned by what we are looking at as possible. Is what we permit ourselves to say, this is possible, I can get here, I want to get here. And it may take you 5 years, it may take you 10 years, it may take you 20 years. You know, yesterday I stumbled on a video that I recorded 19 years ago. And in that video, I was saying what will happen, what my life will become in 25 years' time. And I was, you know, it was electric for me. It was scary and at the same time inspirational for me to look at myself 19 years ago, not as fine as this, not as, you know, not as fleshy as this. I was teeny tiny, scrawny, but I was setting the vision of what my life will be in 25 years. And ladies and gentlemen, if you have 25 years more to live, if you set these goals and you can see this picture and you can have a plan around it, what's not to achieve? Okay, so you need to keep these trackers in front of you, because what they will do is they will stoke the fires of your desire and they will get you into a place where you see what is possible and what you're working towards. But ladies and gentlemen, when we set direction for 25 years, really, what it is that we are setting direction. The real deal, okay, about this is not going to be, you know, it's not going to be about the fact that we're in that direction. It's now, what do I do regularly to take me there? What is my plan? And that is how you want to create income. So first of all, I don't know if you have done this, and I'm going to ask you a question that I hope you have done. If you have not done it, you need to do it. What are your big goals? Okay, what are your big goals? Your 5 to 10 year goals. That table is supposed to show you an idea of what is possible, but what are your big goals? What are your income goals? What are your impact goals? And what are your growth goals? And for the sake of this presentation, let me use 10 years. I'm sure 10 years looks like a lot of time, but 10 years looks like a lot of time if you're looking to the front. 10 years is very short if you look at the back. I bet if I ask you, where were you 10 years ago? 10 years ago, where were you? I'm sure you can remember. You can look at 10 years and like 10 years, I was already working. Well, 10 years, I was in employment. 10 years ago, where were you? It's clear. Now, did you see how fast those 10 years went? They went fast, didn't they? Good. Now, the next 10 years are going to go fast as well. But they won't fly away from your reach if you assign load to them. If you load them, if you load your next 10 years and you have a plan for your next 10 years. In my own vision board that I'm drafting, and if you want to join me in drafting vision board, you can buzz me up later and say, you know, I'm interested in this. But for the vision board I want to draft, you know, I and my wife still spoke about it this morning. I said the vision board I want to draft my vision board for the next 25 years. Okay, in 27 years, I will have another landmark birthday. So it's in 25 years. Let me have my 25-year goal that I'm working towards. Let it be on my vision board. And let me be able to look at it and say, in 25 years, this is where I want my life to be. And it sounds like a lot of time, ladies and gentlemen, but it comes and flies back so quickly. I saw a video I did 19 years ago, you know, and I looked at what I said. I'm where I said. I'm in the direction I set. And it's so surreal for me to say, you know what, the next 25 years can be amazing as well if you set the goal. So for the sake of this exercise, let's use 10 years. 10 years from now, what are your income goals? What are your impact goals? What are your growth goals? And I'm putting this there because there's income you want to make. You want to become financially free, yeah, within 10 years. You want to make impact in the life of others. You want to have a number of people that you have influenced and affected positively for good. And then you want to grow. You don't want to be the same person you are. You want to have grown in society, in status, in stature. You want to have grown. Now, I don't know if I can get a few people, like 4 or 5 people here today who are willing to share an idea with us. Just share an idea with us so that people can have an idea of what can this look like? What's your income goal? Okay, 10 years from now, how much will you be earning on a monthly basis in this business? Passively. How much will be coming for you on a passive level 10 years from now in this business? You're no longer actively driving, the income is coming. I'd like to type in that window, write your own there, your income goal, your impact goal, and your growth goal. Let's just excite ourselves a little bit, you know, excite yourself a little bit. This is not the real goal session. This is just you typing something out there to say, you know what? Yeah, let me see. Let me try and assert myself in the direction of where I'm going. So write down there, my income goals, monthly income. What will my monthly income look like? What would my monthly income look like? You can write it in Naira, you can write it in dollars. This business has potentials and capacity, because if I do more than 4 downlines and I have 20 downlines, that means what used to be 80 billion can be 800 billion. Yes, I can multiply it. I can make it go wide. I can make it go wild. Income goals, impact goals, growth goals. Share with us what your goals will, look like. If you want to set a goal for 10 years, what will you anticipate? And if you need help getting an idea of what those numbers should look like, look no further. Just look at this and ask yourself, where will I be 10 years from now? Where will I be? I build this on a monthly basis. I build this on a quarterly basis. I build this on a 6-month basis to move from level to level. What goal do I want to circle for myself as my possibility? What goal do I want to circle for myself or my possibility? Okay, am I at the level where I'm doing 5 million a month? Am I impacting the lives of 1,000 people? Do I have 10,000 team members that look up to me, that show up for training? Have I grown? Do I have a status in society? Am I involved in nation building? Am I involved in politics? Am I a leader? What have I become? What have I grown to become? Okay, whichever of these areas you are excited about, even if it's not all of them, good. So I can see somebody here sharing. 10 years from now, I don't want to be having conversations around money anymore. I want to be discussing how we can make billionaires under us and how we can put Nigeria on the top 10 countries in the world, VIP conversations. Okay, that's nice. I like that. Okay, so saying 10 years from now, I want to have been settled. I want to be looking at my team and saying how many people are billionaires in my team. How many people, and guess what? What's the value of money? The value of money is not in accumulation. It is what you are able to do. It's the difference you're able to make. So for example, somebody says that no audio on their side. You need to connect. You need to connect. Somebody says they cannot get audio. Connect sound. Connect with your internet. Okay. I hope you can hear me. I'm sure you can all hear me. It's why you're responding. So 10 years from now, I like Dr. Lorenzo. I need 2 more volunteers. So the value of money is what you do with it. So for example, imagine that I have in my team somebody who is earning a billion a month. What do I expect that person to be doing? I expect that person to be opening industries. I expect that person to be opening companies. I expect that person to be setting up NGOs. I expect that person to be doing stuff that employs a lot more people, gets a lot more people trained. I expect that person to be making significant impact. Okay? That's what I expect to be happening with somebody who is earning at that level. Okay, let me see anybody else's comment there. Somebody says, to earn my passive income. Can you be specific? Okay, someone says income 1 billion monthly. I want to affect my community in healthcare. Okay, he wants to build hospitals. He wants to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, what are your goals? And ladies and gentlemen, if you are serious about this business, your upline should know your goals. Your upline, you need to sit down with your upline, and I'm encouraging you here. I'm going to contact a few people that are key leaders in this business that I want to begin to work with as my downlines to say, guys, what's your goal? 10 years. How many people do you want to have impacted? How many millionaires do you want to have built? How many billionaires do you want to have built? What difference do you want to have made? What will you have grown to? What is your goal? And ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have a goal in this business, then forget about extra income. Because one of the ways to create a lot is that you have something you are running towards. You have a goal you're running towards. And that goal is a goal commitment between you and your upline. Your upline is aware as well. Because in this business, what upline is the role of a sponsor is to help you achieve your dreams. Okay? The role of a sponsor is to support you to achieve your dreams. So here says, 10 years from now, I have 200 empowered women who are earning in billions, set to have girls off the streets. Okay, so she wants to do something to impact taking girls off the street. She wants to have a team of 200 people in her team who are earning very well, who are earning in billions, who are able to do phenomenal things. Ladies and gentlemen, have your goals. Some people set goals that are too small. Okay, that's how much they can see. Some people set goals that are too wild. But guess what? It's all about direction. You have pointed in a place. If you continue to move there, if you don't land there, you will get close to there. So you need to have these goals clearly. The Bafumi says 10 years from now, okay, here's some, okay, many of these people are sending it to me directly. Okay, they're not sending it to all the panelists. Okay, so I can share without sharing their name. Someone said this. Income goals 100 million monthly. Impact goals have a home in each local government for the destitute to empower them with skills, help them find meaning in life, and send them forth to society to make a difference themselves. So this person wants to be able to impact the lives of people. He wants to be earning 100 million naira monthly, which is possible if you look at the tables. And this person wants to be able to set up a center in different local governments. There are 704 local governments in Nigeria. That's a lot of centers. And then the person wants to be able to create those skills, help people find meaning, and then send them to society to make a difference. Someone else said 10 years from now, it will no longer be about me. All those who are looking at us somehow will already be on board and will be making over 100 million naira monthly. Excellent. At least 100 of them. I'm currently on the board of some organizations, and by then I'll be one of the major funders of those organizations. Awesome. So the person says, in 10 years, it's not going to be about me. It's going to be about the people that have been looking at me somehow, who are now in the team earning well, and I'll be on the board of several organizations where I'll be the one funding them. I'll be the chairman, essentially. I'll be a major contributor in funding. I'll be a co-founder. I'll be supporting that way. Somebody else said, to be blessed in such a way with everybody in my team and around me, so that we'll be able to affect our communities positively, even our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited about these goals, and this is what this is all about. Remember, Great Mondays, we inspire, we connect, and we empower, all in a bid to help people achieve their dreams. So if you don't have a dream, what exactly are we doing together in this business? This business has potential for you to earn 8 billion naira on a monthly basis, even more. That's if you build with the power of 4, if you build with the power of 10, or you build with the power of 20. And how many families need our products? Every family needs these products. If you build well, your income potentials are phenomenal, your team's income potentials are phenomenal, and you can make impact happen in other areas of life, and you can grow to become a person of value, teaching business, showing the way, teaching financial freedom, helping people become as you have become as well. Now, as exciting as these goals are, and I hope you have these goals ahead of you in a way that gets you excited and pumps energy into you. But as exciting as they are, this now becomes the crux of what you need to do to achieve those goals. Pay attention. You need to begin to operate what I call the 7 days concept. As a testament to hearing me, just type in that chat box. If you're here today, type there 7 days. Type there 7 days, 7 days, 7 days, 7 days. 7 days. 7 days. Good. 7 days, 7 days, 7 days, 7 days, 7 days. Now, when you leave this training today, if there's one word and one operational focus I want to go with you, it is 7 days. And we've come a long way, ladies and gentlemen, in Great Monday. We're about to enter into a season where our driving formula will be 7 days. Now, your goal is 10 years. Your goal is 5 years. Your goal is 15 years. Your goal is 20 years. But your plan must be 7 days. Stop thinking in months. Stop thinking about monthly income. Okay? Stop thinking about monthly income. Start thinking about 7 days income. Stop thinking in months. Stop thinking in years. For your execution plan, start thinking in days. Start thinking in days. Start thinking Monday to Sunday. Monday to Sunday. Monday to Sunday. The active time for this business is Monday to Sunday. So Monday to Saturday, Sunday I rest, and then Monday I'm back. Monday to Sunday makes my week. Okay? Monday to Sunday, I start on Monday, I end on Sunday. Sunday I rest. Okay? I rest from my labors. I choose a day to rest, and my week starts from Monday, and then the last day of the week is my rest day, my day 7. And I think that's the way God made it. Okay? The Bible says he worked for 6 days and he rested on the 7th day. What are the 6 days that he worked? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then rested on Sunday. Some people have it differently. They feel the first week is Sunday. It doesn't matter. Just take your 7 days. Okay? So 7 days. Yeah? 7 days. So Great Mondays, it means our week starts on Mondays, and we drive this for 7 days. Now, make sure every day counts. If you are waiting for results for the month, every day will not count. You need to have your clear goals for days. You need to have your clear goals and your dream broken into days. Somebody is praying, may God help us all. Oh, God is helping us. And the reason why God is helping us is because all those dreams I just read to you are the dreams that God wants to execute. God will like it if people are taken off the streets. God will like it when people are empowered. God will like it when people are not cheating, lying, and doing all sorts of things because they lack. Poverty is deplorable. And no matter what can be said in the defense of poverty, it doesn't make you a better person. It makes you grouchy, makes you a complainer, makes you murmur, makes you do all the things that God doesn't like you to do. and makes you incapacitated to help others and be a blessing. Reduces your capacity to love, because love requires that you give. Reduces your capacity to be fully developed, because development requires that you are able to afford books and able to afford learning and able to afford training to take you to the next level. Makes you, unable to be healthy, because food, which is the number one medicine in the world, requires money to buy them. So God will help us. God is helping us, because our dreams and our goals are in the line with what He wants to do. They're in line with His will. We need to learn to begin to operate in 7 days. And come October 1, our cycle changes from, some income monthly, some income weekly. All our incomes begin to happen weekly. And that's a very good switch around time. And I'm happy it's happening October 1. Because from October, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't already install this 7 days mindset, then something is about to miss you. You're about to miss something. From October 1, it becomes 7 days, 7 days, 7 days, 7 days. Okay? 7 days. So how do I operate with this 7 days mindset? And how do I begin to set my goals for 7 days? What should your target be in 7 days? What your target to be. You can write this down. 1, what is your clear goal for the next 7 days? You need to have a clear goal, okay, which you share with your upline. In fact, what we need to begin to do is, upline's meeting now will happen on Sunday evenings. Upline meetings can happen on Saturday evenings, or they can happen on Sunday evenings, or they can happen on Monday mornings. Upline meetings. And what does that mean? It means to call your key team leaders together. I'll be doing that. Okay, if you make my list, the people that can make my list know. If you're not 3-star, you can make my list. Okay, so if you're not 3-star and VIP league, you're not likely on my list. So we have key people on my list, and then those people have people on their list, and then we take it as priority for that way. You need to sit down with your upline and say, what happened last week? Did you achieve your goals last week? What were your goals last week? Why didn't you achieve your goals last week? Okay, because you're thinking 7 days. In the last 7 days, you said this was your goal. You said it was going to be your income. You said this was going to be your goal. I have those goals. Are you doing them? Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to become closer. Yes, this business is about relationship. And those relationships are about to become tighter, because the same way every month I have budget goals in the company, same every week we have an overview and a review of what we are doing in the company. Individuals who are driving this business need to begin to operate like corporations as well. So I expect that on a Monday morning or Sunday evening, I have a meeting with Dr. Fumi. I know I have a meeting with Pastor Wale. I have a meeting with MI. I have a meeting with Oliko. I have a meeting with Yoma. I have a meeting with, a few of these people, and say, guys, what's the goal this week? And when I'm asking them what's the goal this week, I'm asking them because I know they've met with their teams as well. And those have met with their teams as well. And it's a cascade of all those goals that is forming their goal for the week. And it's not a 30 days goal, it's a 7 days goal. 7 days make one pay. 7 days. So what are the key elements that should be in these goals? 1, how many presentations are going to happen in your team in the next 7 days? Now, when I say how many presentations are going to happen, it means how many people will you invite in front of a presentation that you will make on one-on-one, or in the team presentation that's being made, how many people are going to be invited from your team there? How many presentations will happen from your organization this week? And if we drill it down, what Yoma will say will include what Fadekemi will say, will include what Felicia will say, will include what Diana will say, and what Diana will say will include what Fortune will say, and what Mrs. Osho will say, and what Mrs. Osho will say will include what their team members will say as well. So these meetings need to begin to happen. They're called planning meetings, where we say, how many presentations are going to happen in your team this week? How many sign-ups in the next 7 days? Ladies and gentlemen, you may think, can I know? Yes, you can know. If you are in control of your business, you must begin to learn to know. How many sign-ups will happen in my organization in the next 7 days? You need to be able to set those goals and hit those goals. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we don't achieve what we don't set as goals. Your hands can't hit what your eyes can't see. If it's not set in your goal, it's not set in your life. It's not something that you will walk through and pass through. How many sign-ups in the next 7 days? You must be able to ask your team members. They must be able to answer you. 4, 3, 2, 1. How many people? If your organization already has 400 people, then those 400 people have 4 leaders or 5 leaders who should be able to tell you what's expected for their team members. Any team member you cannot reach or talk to is not functional. How many sign-ups in the next 7 days? How many of your team members will attend training in the next 7 days? The size of your team is not how much you are earning. How much you are earning today can be a fluke. The real deal is how many of your team members are plugged into your system. How many of them are committed? How many of them are loyal? How many of them are really working to you? How many of them will be among these 200 people who will be empowered in 10 years' time? And how that is beginning to already build is how many of them will attend training. If I have a training, if I'm calling for a training today, for example, and we have 85, 90 people in the training, I ask you, Dr. Fumi, I know, how many of your team members are here? I ask MI, how many of your team members are here? I ask each leader, how many of your team members are here in this meeting? How many of them are attending training? How many of them are plugged into training this week? How many of them will be in training this week? That's the real sense of the team that you really have and that you have control over. How much will you earn in the next 7 days? Ladies and gentlemen, it's not a rambutan. I don't know if you have heard of a rambutan syndrome. Okay, rambutan syndrome, or what you can call mango syndrome or agbalumo syndrome. It's a syndrome where you approach a tree with a stick. You don't have a long stick to be able to pluck the particular fruits you want, but you have a stick you can throw. And the rambutan syndrome says you take the stick, you throw it to the trees, and then you wait in hope that one fruit will come down. And then, of course, 3 fruits come down, but 2 of the fruits that came down are not ripe, and 1 is ripe. That means you are doing your business rambutan. It means you have no strategy, no plan. You are just bombarding, broadcasting to everybody, inviting everybody to a group, messing up all your friends, and just sending broadcast messages to people. You are not paying attention to plucking. You are not paying attention to really harvesting. You're just spraying bullets all over the place. It's rambutan syndrome. You do, and then you hope. No, you have to go beyond do and hope. Set clear targets. How much will I earn in the next 7 days? Ladies and gentlemen, will it not be exciting if your monthly income, your weekly income, your 7 days income grows to 50,000 naira a week? Is that not going to be exciting if it grows to 100,000 naira a week? Will it not be exciting if it grows to 500,000 naira a week? And if I can use dollars, will it not be exciting when your weekly income grows to $1,000 a week? Will it not be exciting when your weekly income becomes $5,000 a week? Will it not be exciting when your weekly income becomes $10,000 a week? Yes, we can get there. And the way we'll get there is the same way the company gets there and the companies move forward. You have corporate meetings with your leaders. What is the goal for this week? Key elements. How many presentations? How many sign-ups? How many team members are going to attend training? How much will you earn in the next 7 days? And how many of your team members will earn in the next 7 days? Okay? How many of them will earn? We need to begin to think in 7 days. In 7 days. Okay? This is crucial. And don't worry about the link. I'm going to give you the slides. Yeah? I'm going to make it available. I'm going to give you the tracker. I'm going to give you the slides. This is for your empowerment. Okay? This kept me up till 3 a.m. this morning. Sorry, 4 a.m. this morning. Kept me up till 4 a.m. this morning. So you know what? I need to give you value that will help you increase your alerts. Once you begin to work these things into your process, your alerts will increase. Guaranteed. Once you begin to operate in 7 days, it's not the month end. No, in these 7 days, what will I earn? How many team members will sign up? How many people will attend trainings? How many presentations will I make? Once you have these fundamentals in place, these are the key standards. Okay, so 3 key standards. Number of presentations per week. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we already know that we are growing our prospect list. I shared with you in the Power Hour how to grow your prospect list and have a steady state of product every day. You need to be increasing your list by 2, really, literally 2 every day. We shared about how to do that. You need to make 4 presentations per week. 4 presentations per week. And what does that mean? It means the ones you are making personally. Of course, if you invite them to come to the company one, you can count it and say, I have 1 person there. If you invite 4 people in a week, that's fine. But this doesn't even make you work too hard. You can do 2 jobs with this. 4 presentations a week means maybe I do 1 on Monday. Maybe I rest on Tuesday. I do another 1 on Wednesday. Okay, I do another 1 on Thursday. I rest on Friday. I do 1 on Saturday. My 4 is done. And I mark myself, and every week I need to do this. And I'm also tracking number of members who are working with the 7 days paradigm. How many of my team members are working with the 7 days paradigm? How many of them am I sitting down with and saying, what's your plan for 7 days? How many team members am I engaging at the beginning of every week and saying, let's talk, let's have our team meeting. What's going on these 7 days? Okay. How many of them am I doing that with? And how many of my team members are attending training? How many of them have attended this training? And ladies and gentlemen, if they don't attend these trainings, get the recording. Make sure they listen to it and they tell you 3 things that they learned. 3 things that you learned. The MD did a training. Give us 3 things you learned. Somebody did training. This training I listened to, I think is phenomenal. 3 things you learned. And what can we begin to do differently based on these things? This is the standard for Green Monday professionals. Okay? For Green Mondays professionals, here lies our standard. Okay? Now, so the standards, weekly reviews with leaders. So what are the things we must begin to do? We must begin to have weekly reviews with our leaders. Okay? If you are committed, I'd like you to commit today. Let's commit. You will do weekly review with your leader. Say, write in that chat box, I will. Write it there, write it in full. I will do weekly reviews with my leaders. I will do with my leaders and I will do with my leaders. I will do with the people that are leading me and I'll do with the people I'm leading. Make a commitment. I will. Okay? Anybody else? I will. Dr. FSC, I will. I will. I will. I will. I will. Please do. Let's make that commitment. Okay? Weekly commitments. Sundays, you can have it on Sunday, you can have it on Monday. It's a relaxed meeting. Hello, my dear leader. Or hello, my dear team member. What's your goal for this week? How many presentations will you make this week? 4? Good. What about your team members? You're a leader. How many presentations happen in your team? Well, I've talked to my team members. There are 20 of them are doing. We're having 80 presentations happening in our team this week. Good. How many signups? This week, we're looking forward to sign up in my team, about 20. And you want to set goals that are no miss. Guess what? There are 2 parts of a goal. When you set a goal, then you now need to help your goal come to pass. Okay? When you set a goal, you need to help your goal come to pass. So you ask yourself, what do I need to do to help my goal come to pass? Ladies and gentlemen, if we have 1,000 people in this business who are thinking like the CEO, guess what happens to this business? Boom. If I can get you to the place where what I'm doing from an organizational point of view, you are doing for your organization. How I'm thinking, you are thinking. How we're working, we're working. We're setting budgets, we're attacking goals. We're saying, where do we want to go? Where are we penetrating? How many countries? If you're a stockist, you're thinking not only how many sign-ups, you're thinking how many stockists are joining my team. If you're a stockist, you're thinking in broader terms, you're thinking in deeper terms. Okay? So the same goals we're setting. I need to do a weekly review. I need to set goals every week. So in my team, goals are set every week. And then every leader in my team needs to be encouraged to duplicate the same in their teams. So I'm looking at Yoma and I'm saying, Yoma, this is happening in your team. I want to know what happened. What's the goal? And Yoma says, this month, we're doing 3,000 signups. We're doing 300 signups. We'll get there. We'll start with 20. We'll start with 30. But we set the goals and we hit the goals. We set the goals, we hit the goals. We set the goals, we hit the goals. We increase the goals, we hit the goals. We increase the goals, we hit the goals. Okay? If you have, somebody's asking a question, put your questions in the question and answer section. After we are done, we answer your questions. But ladies and gentlemen, you need, if your team member is not involved in this, your team member is not within your control. It means your business that you control, that team member is not involved. Let's be real with ourselves. If I want to count leaders, I know who to count. If you want to count your leaders, you know who to count. If they want to count their leaders, they know who to count. By the time we finish this exercise, we'll realize that in this business, maybe we are 200. But ladies and gentlemen, it is fine if we are 200. Then at least we know that once upon a time, in the month of October 1, by October 1, we had 200 members in our team. We had 50 members in our team. And then if members get turned on and they become goal ships and they become desirous of their dreams becomes real to them and they want to achieve it, then they wake up and then they join the number and we now say we have 51. Okay? But these are the 3 key standards you want to operate by every week. Meet with your leaders, set a goal every week, and encourage every leader to duplicate their teams. Okay? And if you think that, my team members are not working, it means you don't have team members yet. It means you need team members. And what must you do? The size of your dream determines who is qualified to be your team member. I know the team members I'm proud of. I know the ones who are working together with me to achieve their dreams and consequently achieve my dreams. Someone said this way, you will achieve your dreams by helping many people achieve theirs. Network marketing takes that quote and makes it literal. There is no way that I will support and work with Dr. Fumi Aina to achieve her dreams. There's no way I will work with Yoma to achieve his dreams. There's no way I will work with Emma to achieve her dreams. There's no way I will work with Pastor Wally to achieve his dreams. There's no way I will work with Dr. Diron to achieve his dreams that I will not achieve mine. And if I can take my eyes away from myself long enough to focus on others and support them in their dreams, my dream is given. So these are the 3 standards that we need to embrace on a weekly basis. Can you say with me, I will, I must? Can you say, I can, I must, and I will? Now, let me remind you what those goals are again. The goals you need to set for yourself on a weekly basis. And let me expand it for those who are stockists. 1, how many presentations are going to happen in your team in the next 7 days? 2, how many sign-ups in the next 7 days? In terms of sign-up, also ask how many new stockists in the next 7 days? How many members of my team will attend trainings in the next 7 days? How much will I earn in the next 7 days? How many of my team members will earn in the next 7 days? I can, I must, and I will. This is the commitment that makes businesses grow. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not man, we're doing leader business, so the product is very good. No, that's not how a business is built. A business is built with structure. A business is built with planning. A business is built with purpose. A business is built around a unique number of days. And for our business, October 1, it becomes 7 days. And I know there are people here today who are earning 100,000 naira per month. People here today who are earning 250,000 naira per month. People are here today who are earning about 400,000 naira per month. Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to change it. Let what you are earning per month now become your weekly income from October 1. Can we do that? From October starts, you make up your mind that my monthly income before becomes my weekly income now. And how I will do it is by setting the goals. Your hands can't hit what your eyes can't see. Okay? It is when you set it that you begin to work towards it. And when you set it accountably, talk to your upline and say, upline, this is what I want to do. And your upline says, okay, is that what you want to do? Good. And guess what? You're going to review. So at the end of the week, if you don't achieve it, you will say why you didn't achieve it. Why didn't you achieve that goal? Because no. You'll be clear. This is why I didn't achieve it. This is why I achieved it. On the realization of this, ladies and gentlemen, I have decided to resize and restructure even my own system and organization. So some people who felt that they were in my team, you're no longer in my team. I'm handing you over to somebody who will manage and lead you. I need to support leaders. Okay? Everything that will fetch value is work. And what you want to ask yourself is, compared to what I'm laboring at today to create the value I'm creating today, which will stop when I stop, what is the value of this? Ladies and gentlemen, if I build this for 10 years and I fail, if I build it for 10 years, if I am a failure, then I should be earning 100 million naira per month. Me. If I build this for 10 years and I'm earning 100 million naira per month, I failed. It means that my downlines are earning what? They're earning 25 million, they're earning 30 million, they're earning 50 million. Maybe some of them are earning 40, 70 million. Then I failed them because I have limited their own by my limiting myself. Now, if that happens, is it worth it? All the work that it takes is less than the work I put into while I was paying in full employment. How many hours am I giving to this? When I was in full-time employment, I was giving it everything I got. I was giving it full-time at work. I was giving time at home. I had my laptop at home. I will take work home. I'll continue to work. Giving it everything it takes. So why can't I give my future everything it takes? Why will I say, it's not work? This is easy, ladies and gentlemen, because you can do this together with work. Simple. I have schedules, my leaders meetings, 1 hour meeting. I have maximum in that meeting, maybe 10 leaders. Maximum that I want to meet with 10. That's too much. Normally, I should meet with like 5. If I have more than 5, I should do 2 meetings, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. I meet with them. And I say, so what's your goal this month? And I expect that meeting with you, you already met with your own team members. And this is the goal, this is the goal. Good. That's what we're expecting. Good. How can I support you? How can I help you make it happen? Do you need me for any meeting? Yes, I need you. I'll need you on Thursday to come and present in our meeting. Okay, no problem. I give you my Thursday. What else do you need from me? We need support this way. Can we do a promo? I would like you to use some of the products to do promo for my team. No problem. I will support you with this for promo. What else do you need from me? Okay, that's what you need. Good. 7 days. Our goals, 7 days. How many people will attend training? How many presentations will we make in our organization? Okay, this is what I will make. This is some of the people I will bring before presentations who hear the opportunity are fresh. How many sign-ups? These are the most sign-ups that happen in our organization in the next 7 days. How many people will attend training? My members who are plugged in our attend training, these are their numbers. How many of them will earn? I want them to earn. They must have a lot. How many will have a lot? And how much a lot will they have? I want to begin to know what you're earning. So upline, talk to downline. What did you earn this week? We need to increase it next week. So what will you earn next week? Okay? Some level of disclosure. So this is where I'm at. And I want to grow beyond this. I told my downline, I said, look, in the next one of my key leaders, in the next 3 months, you'll be shocked. This is how much you'll be earning per week. And I said, I pray. I said, no prayer. You will now be the one telling me this is how much I want to earn because my goal is clear. Okay, these are the goals you need to have. Now, in case you're wondering, I'm going to close with this, ladies and gentlemen, before the question and answer session. In case you're wondering, what should constitute our weekly grind? What are the things that we should find our weekly grind? I can't talk about this in detail today, but I want to introduce you to this because I'm going to do a special training on this. And I'm going to teach you how to sell, how to occupy your 7 days, and how to sell to others convincingly, how to share the opportunity with them and get them on board in a convincing way, how to structure your activities, how to ensure, because work, sometimes people are frustrated because they don't know what to do. They just say, the week is going, this is how I will not achieve my goal. If you're going to achieve your goal in 10 years, your week must show it. Your week must bear it. Your week must begin to show symbols, must begin to show signs that this, your goal, if your goal cannot be hit in 7 days, how will you hit your goal for 5 years? How will you hit your goal for 10 years? So people get frustrated because they don't know what to do. What would I be doing? It's very simple. 1, I must be having leaders meeting. 2, I must be joining my team meeting. 3, I must be prospecting. 4, I must be setting up appointments. 5, I must be researching to the people I want to meet with. 6, I must be presenting. 7, I must master how to handle objections. 7, I must learn how to close. 10, I must be getting referrals from the people that I've spoken to. If I follow this grind, and I'm going to do another presentation sometime in the course of the next 1 week, where the title of my presentation is Our Weekly Grind. But this is introducing to it. Or maybe I should just do a training and charge for it. What do you think? Do an extensive 5 days training on WhatsApp, mix it with some videos and let people who are really, really serious and want to drive their weeks, let them enroll for it. Ladies and gentlemen, some of the trainings that we're having, we're not putting into best value because it's cheap, because we place no price value on it. So sometimes until we are made to pay, and it is all right to pay for a training, we don't see the value in it. And I tell people, one of the things that gets people to take as oath in my trainings, I tell them I will treat this training like it cost me 500,000 naira. Even if I'm not paying 500,000 naira, I will do like it cost me 500,000 naira. I've done in the last 3 months, ladies and gentlemen, in the last 3 months, from training people that have nothing to do with Growing Monday, from training people that have nothing to do with Growing Monday, I've earned close to 2 million. I've earned close to 2 million naira from doing trainings for people. They are not in Green Monday. And I didn't even organize the training. I was just invited. Come and help us. And for those trainings, in the last 3-4 months, I've earned close to 2 million naira. Do you think those people that I'm training, do you think they'll take it seriously? Oh yes, they'll take it very seriously because they know what it costs them from the people that charge them for it to be done. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to learn this. I want us to implement. I want us to, push this out and drive with this. To say, I want to increase my alert. I need to begin to have a paradigm that says 7 days. 7 days make one pay. And I want us to be committed to the process. I want you talking to your upline. Call your upline and say, upline, you're not taking me seriously. I don't know if I'm one of your leaders. You need to be meeting with me. Call your upline. You need to be talking to me. I want to be in your team meeting, your leadership meeting. Let me be there. And then I organize my own leadership meeting as well. I want to achieve my 5-year goal. I want to achieve my 10-year goals. And this is how I need you to help me. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how we do it. This is how we do it and get results. This is how we do it. So if you're in the house today and you have learned something and you are excited about your learned and you're going to implement, I'd like you to just put an emoticon in that place. You can put fire, you can put dance, you can put power, you can put energy. Put an emoticon there and say, I will. And then I'm going to shut this session and we're going to do question and answer. So the first one I'm going to take is a question from Dr. Fumi. I know. It says, what if your upline is not available? And I'll tell you what to do. Because there's a concept we have in this business that says if your upline is not available, go higher. If your upline is not available, go higher. If upline is not available, go higher, go higher, go higher, go higher, go higher. Go higher. And when you go higher, your higher can direct you somewhere lower as well. And say, you know what? This is the person to talk to, and this is how this will help. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time to build. It's time to build.